This is Alper. This is Alper Karayama from ATEK Education Counseling Company, and we will start our webinar for studying in abroad. This webinar is for IB students. Please don't hesitate to write your questions in the chat box, and after the presentation, I will try to answer the questions one by one. When we think of studying university in abroad, we also may take the duration of the study period, because in Europe, some countries offer study programs for 3 years. Some of them, like Turkey, offer study programs 4 years. There is no difference in diploma. This is because of their education curriculum or education method before students start to study at university. So as an IB graduate, you can easily select where to study in abroad. These countries like Netherlands, England, US, Canada, or even Turkey if you are an international student. So you may all decide where to study if you are taking the duration of the program into consideration. Or there is much more important clue that you can study in abroad and you can work after graduation. In my opinion, this is the most important selection criteria for you to select a country to study. So as you can see on my slide, if you study university in United States, Ireland, UK, Germany, or Canada, you are able to work after you graduate. So I strongly advise you to select your university study among these countries if you want to work afterwards your graduation. Also, you can immigrate if you like when you graduate in these countries. So I always mention that high school diploma or high school GPA is really important. In every country, it is important, but especially in the prestigious universities in abroad. Please don't forget that your last 3 years GPA is really important, and depending on the each subject grades, some universities may take into consideration. For example, if you want to study in Canada, your maths, one of your maths classes should not be lower than 70% in your transcript. If it is lower than 70%, probably many of the colleges in Canada will not accept you for their undergraduate program. And addition to high school diploma, your IB results are really important or is a must in these countries, in Netherlands, Germany, or Finland. So if you are studying in Turkey and if you don't have an IB diploma or A-levels diploma, you are not able to start to study in Netherlands, Germany, or Finland directly to the first year of your education. In these countries, even if you have a high school diploma from Turkey, you may still study in these countries at a university, but this won't be a prestigious university, or this won't be a program you want to study in, like many engineering programs. We will talk about the other detailed programs soon in the presentation. But especially if you want to study in these countries, you must have an IB or A-level diploma for the direct placement. If you are going to study an English taught program, you must show the evidence of your English knowledge. As an IB student, you are able to take English in high level or standard level. If you have taken high level English, if your score is more than 5 or more than 5, then you'll be waived to show an evidence of your English, because English 5, English 5 score is enough as an evidence. This is valid for abroad. Turkish universities maybe confuse you. They require TOEFL, but I will talk about it later. If you have taken German and you scored more than 5 again in high level, you are again be waived to show an evidence of your German language, because they assume that you have enough knowledge of German. Otherwise, you need to take TESTAF exam if you want to study German in Germany, at a university, German language. Mostly students ask us to study medical schools in abroad or in Turkey. So you are now seeing the cost of medical schools in abroad, and mostly UK. We place students to study in UK medical schools, and the cost is starting from £35,000 per year. Don't forget, UK medical schools duration for medicine is 5 years. So you study 5 years instead of 6 years, because in Ireland, in Spain, Hungary, Turkey, Italy, medicine programs are for 6 years duration. How can we select a university? You selected a country, but university is important. We check out from the world rankings, and you can easily Google QS World Rankings. So you will see, if you want to study at a university in abroad or in Turkey, you will see the rankings of the university. When I was preparing for this presentation, I wondered the top 10 universities in the world ranking. So I found out 5 of them are from United States, and 4 of them are from UK, and 1 of them is from Switzerland. This means mostly US and UK universities have good reputation, and they are in top 10 in the world rankings. This is why maybe many students want to study in the States or in the UK. So there are other countries, of course, in the world rankings. For example, Toronto University is top 25 in the ranking, in the world rankings. Munich Technical University in Germany is top 50, and Delft in Holland, or Politecnico di Milano is top 137 from Italy. So this shows you maybe what type of university you are applying or want to study at. So medicine in the UK, if you are an IB student, you need to show your predicted grades, minimum 38 points. And your subjects also, must be related, of course, and biology is a must to show in the IB report. But also you need to take UCAT or BMAT exams for studying medicine or medical subjects in the UK. You must have one of these exams, and you will be able to check which exam is valid for the university you are applying for. So these are the requirements of Newcastle University, one of the top medical university in the UK. And this is also a university that we are representative in Turkey. So don't forget, if you are going to apply medical school in the UK, the deadline for application is 15th of October. So in your second year of IB, when you get your predicted scores, you need to make your application before 15th of October. And before 15th of October, you must take these exams, BMAT or UCAT exams, don't forget. So if you want to study law in the UK, again, one of the really good universities of UK is King's College London. You must have 35 IB score, and in high-level subjects, you must have 766 is enough. If you have 32 and minimum 5 in each subject, you can still can be taken into consideration. But if the students applied so far are higher than your grades, then you won't be eligible to study at King's College London for law. So you need to have good scores in law to study. If you want to study architecture or a design program for Loughborough University, the minimum application requirement is 35 in IB, and you must have at least a standard level maths, and minimum 4 is enough. The other subjects are not so important, of course. If you have physics, if you have design, if you have creative arts in IB or arts IB high level, it will be, of course, taken into consideration. Plus, don't forget, you must have a portfolio to study such kind of programs in the UK. The most demanding university is University of Manchester, which is a top university in the engineering area. You can see the requirements for application. So 38 is for computer science, and you must have maths in high level. Don't forget, in the UK especially, you must have, if you are going to apply for engineering program, you must have high level maths. Standard level maths is not considered into consideration in the UK universities. So this means before you start your IB program, you must also talk with your IB coordinator or a study abroad counselor like me. Maybe it's going to be important for you to select which IB lessons, courses, depending on the university and the country you want to study. If you want to study management, again, one of the top universities of UK is Leeds University. They require 35 in IB overall. So one of the courses must be maths. So if it's SL maths, then it can be 5. If it's HL, then 4 is enough. These are minimum scores, don't forget. Psychology is a very important program of Durham University. And as you can see, Durham University requires 38 in the time of application, and minimum 6 in each high-level subjects. University of Warwick is one of the top universities in natural sciences, and 36 IB overall, including biology in high level, is okay to make an application to the university. Here I want to give you some more information about University of Exeter's biological sciences programs. Most of the UK universities are running their programs for 3 years, as I said. But also, some of their programs have 1 year industrial placement. This means you study 2 years at the university and you give a break in the 3rd year. The university arrange you a job placement and you'll be paid during this 1 year period. Some students can make more than £20,000 in the program. And then you finish it, come back to the university to finish your final degree. University of Exeter's biological sciences is such type of program, if you prefer, of course. If you prefer to do an industrial placement, then in the time of application, you must select this course, because there is biological sciences without industrial placement at Exeter University and with industrial placement at Exeter University. This is your choice. And also, the popular programs we have been asked is Aerospace Engineering program in Swansea University. It's a very good and top program at Swansea. This is special because this university can offer you a scholarship. So one of our students is paying £12,000 instead of paying £20,000 per year to the university. This depends on your academic background and also the statement of purpose you're writing to the university. Don't forget, your application is a whole package. It includes your motivation letter, academic background, and these comes together. Sometimes they do an interview and select as a student. So far, you have seen a lot of universities. Most of them were Russell Group universities, and the cost of the tuition was more than £20,000 per year. Don't think that all the universities in the UK are more than £20,000 per year. For example, another good university is Solent University, and they run a lot of demanding programs like architecture, engineering, fashion, law, maritime management, psychology. So these programs can cost £13,800 per year. And if your IB overall is more than 32, then you'll be eligible to apply to any of the courses you like to study. I found out the living costs in the UK because as an IB student, you probably first think of studying in the UK. So these are formal information or official information given by University of Exeter. According to 2019 costs, totally you need to have £10,000 for living, including accommodation and living, if you are studying at University of Exeter. I will now continue with the other countries because I'm sure some of you may be interested in studying in other countries other than UK. So Trinity College Dublin is also a very good one. If you have an IB diploma, you can start to study for the first year of this great university. And you can study any of the programs, including medicine in Trinity College Dublin. There is also another option. I'm trying to show the cost margin, different cost margins of studying in abroad. So in Ireland, there is also another option to study Griffith College. If you want to study Griffith College, the cost will be 12,000 euros for education. IB is an European-based education program, but in last 10 years, many other countries also started to accept IB graduates. So US schools are also accepting IB graduates, and University of Chicago, University of Illinois at Chicago is one of them. It's a top university, top college of states, and without scholarship, it costs $33,000 per year. If you are a good student, there are scholarship opportunities more than $10,000 per year. Another good one is ASU, Arizona State University. The programs you see on my slide are costing $11,000 per year. But if you are a good student with IB result, good IB result, you can get 50% scholarship from Arizona State University. From the top university in the States can offer you 50% scholarship, and it will cost $5,000, which is a great price. To be honest, $11,000 is a great price, but when they suggest you a scholarship, then it will be great. Another top university is University of British Columbia. You can apply with your IB results, and don't forget, application deadline is 15th of December each year. So if you think you are good enough, you can apply. Usually, if an IB graduate with 41 or 42 overall can get scholarship from UBC. Other than that, you need to pay this amount of tuition for the studying at University of British Columbia. But if you want to study in Canada, there are colleges. These are called applied colleges, and Sheridan College is one of them. You can select to study one of these programs like animation, illustration, computer science, design, electrical engineering, film and TV, game design, mechanical engineering. So you pay 16,000 Canadian dollars instead of paying 40,000 Canadian dollars into a university. You can pay $16,000 to a college. To apply to this college, you don't need to be an IB graduate, but it's an advantage to be accepted. If you are a good one in IB, then you can be eligible to be accepted. Now we are coming to Europe again. As an IB graduate, dear students, because you are familiar to a very high-ranked university, you can select to study at Lancaster University in Germany. It's a private one and teaches full in English. I strongly advise you to study here. You can study computer science or software engineering, or you can select to study at Jacobs University in Bremen. And there are a wide range of programs to study at Bremen. IB students are eligible to apply for the first year program at Jacobs. Maybe you know that in Germany, state universities are free for international students. And you may think that why I go to Germany and pay 15,000 euros for a university. I can go to a state university and pay nothing to the university. Yes, this is true. But you must have a good knowledge of German to make an application. And you must be an IB graduate to apply to a German state university. Don't forget. If you have C1 level of German, we can make your application. If you don't have such German knowledge, now you need to study a German preparation course in Berlin, Frankfurt, Hamburg, or Munich, and then it will cost 8,000 euros. And then you'll be able to apply to a German university, which costs free. As an IB graduate, there are few programs taught in English in Belgium, for example. KU Leuven is a top university of Belgium, and it costs less than 2,000 euros per year. You can study business or industrial engineering at KU Leuven University. Your IB overall must be more than 35. Don't forget, 35. And you can try to apply. Another good one is Czech Technical University. It's in Czech Republic. It costs around 4,000 euros per year, and you can select many engineering programs to apply. If there are any students here still wants to apply to this university, 31st of March is the deadline to apply. So if you are 12th graders, you have just a week to go to make an application to this university. By the way, I haven't told you the other universities' deadlines so far. Most of them was 15th of January or 15th of February. For example, Lund University, its application deadline was 27th of January. They still accept applications, but they can accept you if there is space available. So it's a risk to apply late to such top universities. Lund University will cost you 9,000 euros per year, and they accept only IB graduates from Turkey. IB and A-level. Yesterday we did an A-level webinar. The same applies to Lab University in Finland as well. Netherlands. I selected Twente University to show you. Twente University costs 11,000 euros, and they accept, for the first year, they accept only IB or A-level graduates from Turkey. If you are good enough, you can apply to Twente University. If you are interested in studying university in Spain, there are few universities taught in English. One of them is St. Louis University in Madrid, and the other one is UCAM, Universidad Católica de Murcia. They do their programs in dentistry, in business, psychology, pharmacy, and it costs, it starts from 5,000 euros. For example, dentistry is 14,000 euros per year. You can still apply to this university. There are few options in Sweden. Karolinska Institute is one of them. Almost 17,000 euros per year is the education cost in a Swedish university, and they accept only IB graduates. Don't forget. And Italy. In Italy, many students know that there are state universities, and for medicine, they can study in a medical school in Italy with low cost. This is true, but you must take an exam. You don't need to have an IB, or you just need a high school diploma and eligible to study in a Turkish university. This is it. But the exam is held in September, and the results come in October. So it's going to be too late. If you don't pass the exam, if you are not eligible to study at an Italian medical state university, then you won't be any place to study. Therefore, if anybody wants to study in Italy medicine, they can apply. Because you are an IB student, you can apply to Católica, and Católica medical program is 16,000 euros. And most of our students, not most of them, all of them usually get 50% scholarship. So in my opinion, it's a very good option to apply to Católica's medical program. Also, they have psychology, communication management, economics as well. These are really good ones. And it's a very good university. It's in Milan. I strongly advise you. Maybe some of you want to study in Latvia. It costs really affordable and lower than 5,000 euros. Remember, the cost of tuition here might be 5,000 euros. Living expense here is less than 4,000 euros per year. So don't forget this. You can also prefer to study in Lithuania. This is also a very good one for medical programs. And also another one for engineering is Kaunas University of Technology. If you are a good one, they can suggest you scholarship, but the actual price is 3,000 euros per year. This is very good price, and this is a very good university. You can select many programs here. Hungary is again one of the destination for students who wants to study medical programs, and Debrecen is one of them. You can apply to this university now. The applications start in May in Hungary. Another one is called ELTE, nickname, but real name is Östergötland University. And here you can study psychology. Usually psychology programs are not taught in English in many European countries. So ELTE is one of them, runs a psychology program in English.
we have any program in Spain?
Excuse me, we will answer your questions after the presentation, and please write your questions in the chat box.
Oh, I'm sorry, I just came.
So University of Warsaw is one of the destinations who wants to study medical courses, and medical courses applications started and will continue until June. And another destination is Ukraine. Ukraine is great for medical studies. Medical programs costs around $5,000. For the first year, you pay $7,000 only, and the rest of tuition is $5,000 per year. Low living cost is really affordable in Ukraine. I strongly recommend you to study medical courses in Ukraine. And the university is Bogomolets National University, teaches in English. I know that some of you are international students and you may prefer to study in a Turkish university. Koç University is one of the top universities of Turkey, and it's a private university. Usually students prefer to study business here, business and medical programs, of course. And its School of Medicine is the top also in Turkey and also in Europe. With your IB grades, very good IB grades, you can apply to Koç University. Or if you are interested in engineering, I recommend you to study at Savanja University. Savanja University is a very good one. By the way, these two universities also can offer you scholarship, 25%, 50%, or full scholarships are available in these universities, except medical program. In medical program, they don't provide any scholarships. Same with Savanja University. One of our students is studying computer sciences here, and he has 75% scholarship on tuition. I also suggest you to study here as well. So how you make an application is you need to receive your transcripts, predicted grades in the time of application, of course, and passport. You need to prepare your CV, and statement of purpose is very important for especially studying in an UK university. Reference letters, and if you are a design student, if you want to study design, you must show us your portfolio as well. Me or my colleagues are able to assist you to prepare your application file. Also, don't hesitate to contact us. Maybe you want to study a subject, but you're not sure where to study. This is our job to assist you finding a good university or good option. If you tell us your criteria, then we can find you a good university. Here is our contact information and our website. You can WhatsApp to this telephone number as well. So as I said, don't hesitate to contact us for any questions. Thank you for joining this meeting.